Hey everyone. I just read through a number of posts and responded to them on Blackboard, and I'm noticing a pattern. And I want to share with you what I'm finding in these posts, the pattern that I'm finding, and give you some quick feedback for you to use as guidelines for revising your drafts for the final version that's due next week on Tuesday. So the big thing, we already discussed very thoroughly about summaries, and I think you're pretty well warmed up to the idea of what a good summary, how a good summary is composed. Succinct, accurate, and comprehensive. Don't spend too much time talking about the details within the cave. They're non-essential. I want to focus on the response, and though I mentioned it in class, I want to reiterate. Your response really should be a thesis-driven response. And what that means is you have, in a single sentence, something that you most want to say in response to the text. Either it's about the text itself, which would take the form of a critique. The one template that I mentioned in class was, I think the text captures well the experience of seeing the divine in nature, whereas what I think it occludes or hides is a duality between humankind and nature. And that would be an example of a thesis statement. And I could develop in paragraph form the first idea and the second idea. And that would constitute a thesis-driven response. So I very much feel that that is the route that you really need to take. And also think that not every response is of equal quality. The goal for your response should be expanding someone's view of the text, making them think of something they didn't think about before. So a simple agreeing and disagreeing is not going far enough. You want to agree and disagree with because clauses, because statements, with reasoning that more than likely your audience hasn't thought of before. So that maybe seems harder than it really is, but you all have a unique response to these texts. And the idea is you want to share something unique with your readers. So you expand their awareness, their way of seeing the text, or their way of thinking about nature, the divine, the de-extinction project, so on and so forth. So think about that. Try and bring your reader or readers to understand the text in a unique way, your way of seeing it, your response, your unique response. I guess that's about it. I hope that this helps. Take these comments, what I've said here, in the context of what we've talked about in class, and I think you have all the guidance that you need to do well on this essay if you spend the requisite time in crafting. And the summary is definitely an art. It is a craft. You have to spend a lot of time on it, and the response is in the same vein. So good luck, and email me if you have any other questions. I'd be happy to respond promptly. That's about it. Adios.